When the song come on, let me see you get gone. Baby mama, this your song. Been pregnant for way too long. Now tell the DJ turn it off.
If she a baby mama,
Go ahead.
she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop
Drop it down, low.
drop
Drop it down, low. Drop it down, low. Do the baby mama when I step out on the floor. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, oh. Hit the baby mama when I'm stepping through the door. Yeah, I'm pregnant, but I got an ill flow. Tryna make some money, buy some huggies from the store. S to the T-A, double R-K, to the E-I-S-H-A. And I don't play, doing my way. Preggo, but I'm still doing moves like Beyonce. Yeah, I said I'm pregnant. Get the child support and pay my rent. Your opinion is irrelevant, cause I'm a baby mama. I can do just what I wanna. Turn up.
If she a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop
Drop it down, low.
drop
Drop it down, low.
drop
Drop it down, low. To the baby mama.
So, today, my beautiful people of the Royal Sussex Squad, we need to talk about something that truly exposes the double standards, the pettiness, and frankly, the absolute hypocrisy that Harry and Meghan face at every single turn. I want you to buckle up, because this one will leave you shaking your head at how low some people will stoop, and how the so-called royal establishment seems to delight in these petty games when it suits them. Let's set the scene, shall we? Recently, we had reality TV personalities. Yes, reality TV personalities, not working royals, not people under scrutiny day in and day out like Harry and Meghan. We had Jamie Lang and his wife Sophie Haboo, who decided to film themselves doing the baby mama dance on the grand staircase at Buckingham Palace. Now pause for a second. Let that sink in. On the grand staircase of Buckingham Palace, you know, the heart of the monarchy, where protocol is supposed to matter, where dignity and tradition are supposedly protected above all else. And what did they do? They danced, they gyrated, they laughed and filmed for Instagram clout in the King's own house during a charitable event. And what did the royal family's official account do? Did they scold them? Did they call it disrespectful? Did they lecture them about protocol, duty, or the dignity of the monarchy? No, they responded with a cheeky little comment. "We see you." That's right. They giggled along. They even suggested Jamie take a tour of the Tower of London. Not as a punishment, mind you, but as a joke. Hashtag winky face lols, as they said. That was their level of outrage. Practically none. But now let's rewind just a little bit to when Meghan, a woman who has been vilified and bullied by sections of the British press, by royal commentators and by a toxic corner of social media, did something joyful and fun with her husband. Meghan danced with Harry. Yes, danced, shared love, shared joy, in a private moment to celebrate their daughter, Princess Lilibet's birthday. And what did the media do? What did these haters do? Oh, they pounced. They called it inappropriate, attention-seeking, disrespectful, childish, you name it. They mocked Meghan for simply being a human, for being a mother celebrating her child. The tabloids had a field day. The so-called royal experts clutched their pearls. "How dare she post a video like that?" they gasped. "It's embarrassing for the monarchy," they cried. But here's what I want all of you to see so clearly today. When Harry and Meghan show joy, when they show love, when they dare to be human, they are attacked. Yet when some reality TV personalities do a mimicry of Meghan's dance, inside Buckingham Palace, for millions of followers to see, it's all fun and games. It's all jokes and emojis. The royal family's official channels, which couldn't lift a finger to defend Meghan when she was pregnant and targeted with vile abuse, are now out here winking and laughing along because it suits them. Let's not forget the context here. Meghan was pregnant, vulnerable, and facing the most brutal tabloid onslaught, and she and Harry still found a way to share a beautiful moment of family togetherness. And now that video is being parodied inside the very institution that failed to protect them, and that institution is laughing along. Are you starting to see how this works? And don't even get me started on the social media comments. When you get to do it at the palace, but Harry and Meghan couldn't. The irony burns, doesn't it? The same palace that couldn't muster the backbone to stand by Harry and Meghan is now perfectly happy to be the backdrop for reality show antics. And their supporters? They cheer it on. They normalise it, because it wasn't Meghan, because it wasn't Harry. Let's look deeper. What's really going on here? This isn't just about a dance. This is about who's allowed to be joyful, who's allowed to break protocol, who's allowed to bend the rules without consequence, and who is punished, shamed, vilified and cast out for daring to show humanity. Harry and Meghan have always represented change, compassion, inclusivity. They've challenged the status quo, and for that they were never going to be forgiven by the courtiers and their allies in the press. That's why we see this double standard play out again and again. Jamie Laing and Sophie Habu, lovely people I'm sure, get a wink and a joke. Harry and Meghan, they get decades of headlines filled with hate. And let's not pretend the palace didn't know what they were doing by engaging with that post. It was a wink at those who loved to see Meghan mocked. It was an endorsement of the ridicule. And what does that say about this monarchy that claims to be modern, that claims to be about service, about dignity? Because I'll tell you what I see. I see a monarchy that will cozy up to influencers for good PR. A monarchy that will play along with mocking Harry and Meghan to score cheap social media points. A monarchy that remains silent when Meghan faces racial and sexist abuse, but has plenty of time for hashtags and winky faces when it suits their narrative. Now let's talk about King Charles for a moment. This is his house. This is his trust event. He is the head of this monarchy, and this happened on his watch. And what does this say about leadership? About the kind of example that's being set? You can't have it both ways. You can't preach about duty and service and then turn the grand staircase into a stage for Instagram stunts. You can't lecture about decorum and then giggle at protocol breaches when it suits you. And let's be very clear here. Harry and Meghan never disrespected the institution. What they disrespected was the toxicity. What they disrespected was the racism, the sexism, the outright cruelty they faced. And for that, they were shamed and driven out. But the palace would rather align itself with those who mock them than ever acknowledge the wrong done to them. That's the truth. And squad, this is why we stand with Harry and Meghan. This is why we lift them up. Because they represent grace under fire. Because they have consistently chosen joy, compassion and integrity in the face of cruelty. Because they keep showing up for their family, for their charities, for the causes they believe in, even as the establishment and its media cronies try to tear them down. I want all of you to think about this next time you see headlines about Meghan being embarrassing or Harry being awkward. Remember who the real clowns are here. Remember who's actually making a mockery of the institution. It's not Harry and Meghan. It's the people who exploit their pain, who trivialise their humanity, who giggle at their expense. Royal family issues response to video mocking Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Jamie Laing and Sophie Habu filmed themselves dancing at Buckingham Palace. The royal family's social media account has reacted to a video mocking Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with a cheeky comment. Reality television personalities Jamie Laing and his pregnant wife Sophie Habu filmed themselves performing the viral baby mama dance on the grand staircase at Buckingham Palace, mimicking a controversial video recently posted by the Duchess of Sussex. The former, made in Chelsea Stars, recorded the cheeky footage during a reception for the King's Trust charity on Wednesday afternoon. Laing, who now presents a Radio 1 show, posted the video to his 1.6 million Instagram followers with the caption, "They said we couldn't film in Buckingham Palace." The clip showed the couple gyrating on the ornate red-carpeted staircase surrounded by royal portraits. Rather than treating the protocol breach as a serious matter, Buckingham Palace officials responded with good humour on social media. The official royal family Instagram account replied to Laing's post saying, "We see you," accompanied by eye and winking emojis. The King's Trust joined in the light-hearted exchange, commenting, "All of our attendees are very well behaved," with similar emojis and a laughing face. A palace aide confirmed no offence was taken, stating, "I'm sure it was done in a spirit of fun and, of course, aligned to Jamie's wonderful support for the King's Trust Awards, even if it's not something we would greatly encourage every guest to attempt." The palace aide continued to tell the Mail, "Proof that from time to time the royal family account has a sense of humour too. As for Jamie, may we recommend a visit to the Tower of London? #WinkyFaceLolts." The original video that inspired Lang's stunt showed Meghan twerking to Starkeisha's viral Baby Mama song in a hospital delivery suite before giving birth to Princess Lilibet. The Duchess of Sussex had posted the footage on Instagram earlier this month to mark her daughter's 4th birthday, showing Prince Harry joining her in the dance. Jamie Lang and Sophie Habu are currently expecting their first child. Instagram, Jamie Lang. Social media users quickly noted the irony of the situation. One follower posted, "When you get to do it at the palace, but Harry and Meghan couldn't." Presenter Fern Cotton, who attended the reception, joked, "You also had your pap camera out with a flash. Think of what the flash has done to those priceless paintings." The reception celebrated the King's Trust charity, established by King Charles in 1976 to support disadvantaged young people. The organisation has helped over 1 million individuals access education, work and training opportunities. High-profile guests, including George and Amal Clooney, attended the event to honour the charity's annual award recipients. Another social media user commented on the palace's response, "In a world at times worrying and serious, this comment was so needed." So if you're here with me today, if you see the double standard, if you see the injustice, I want you to do something right now. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like, drop a super thanks if you believe in what we're doing. Lifting Harry and Meghan up, calling out the hypocrisy and standing on the side of truth and compassion, because we are not going to let their light be dimmed by people who have nothing better to offer the world than cheap mockery and empty winks. Thank you, squad. Stay strong, stay kind, and stay loyal to those who deserve it. Until next time, let's keep speaking truth to power.